come to the topic. I guess I'll not be taking much of your time. I'll try to keep it short and simple. I'll just share my screen. Today's topic would be the future of work. Before going into the topic, I just want to set the narrative. Like, we are not going to discuss any technical stuff today. Rather, the idea was to throw a generic perspective about how the future will look. So that is the basic idea of picking this topic. Well, welcome to 2035, a day in the future workplace. Just assume that you're starting your day with the AR meetings with coffees. You're just getting out of your living room and walking into your workplace and attending a AR meetings where you feel like all your colleagues or all your team is sitting near to you in a conference room and attending a meeting or session. And I truly believe that in near future we will be having assistants where we will be talking to them and where we will take inputs from them, where we'll be brainstorming with them and taking all the inputs from them. So I mean, even today I believe most of us are using the AI tools to get our work done or to get some insights about the work, whatever work we are doing. To get the some insights, we are just using the AI tools what we have today. And the third one is a language barriers eliminated with instant translations. Yeah, by saying this, we used to collaborate across continents without any language barriers because of the instant translations and other facilities which AI tool provides today. For the people who are new to the term augmented reality and holograms, I would like to show you a small video where it will give you a good perspective of what is AR and holograms. Yeah, just show you. Let me know whether you guys can. Thank you.
There's no replacement for in-person interaction, but we can feel like we're together, interacting with the same objects while being thousands of miles apart. Introducing WebEx Hologram, the industry's first real-time holographic collaboration solution. This is a holographic meeting. It's a shared, intuitive interaction, allowing remote participants to experience the same immersive event. It's a transformative technology for designers, engineers, technicians, innovators, and more. This isn't some faraway vision for the future. It's available to a limited set of customers right now. The expectation of hybrid work has been elevated.
Yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed the video. I mean, initially when we saw these type of videos, I used to think at least like it is a 007 movie where we can see all these holograms and meeting stuff, but it is no more a science fiction. I mean, if you would have noticed in the video, there was a statement that this technology is already available for us selective set of customers. The WebEx is already providing this service, so it is no more a science fiction. It is a reality, and it will be the reality, and we will be using these technologies in the near future as well. Jumping into the next slide, how does this future looks like? Just imagine your boss's hologram in your living room saying, "Hey, still in pajamas." Here I would just quote an example. I mean, most of the people would have attended yesterday's BC session by Balaji. He was literally pinging me yesterday, asking me to join the BC knowledge transfer session, which happened yesterday. If it is in the future, then Balaji would have appeared in my living room and said that, "Nada இன்னும் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்க, please come and join this session சொல்லியிருப்பார்." So that is how the future will become. And AI assistance, as I already told, finally a helper that doesn't say that I forgot to do the work or I have not done the work. If you are assigning some work, it is almost literally like done and dusted. So that is the precise and output which AI tools are providing now, and it will be far, far, far better in the future as well. So that is the reason why I'm saying that once the if you are assigning some work to your AI assistants, we can consider it as almost done and dusted. And the third one is instant translation. I mean, I have just picked few of the items. There will be a hell lot of changes in the future from today. but I have picked very few items to keep it simple and easy to understand. Instant translation. This, I guess, most of the people can correlate because we used to work with the diversified and multilingual team, where if you're cracking a joke in a meeting, for the people who doesn't understand our language, by the time you explain and translate your joke, their joke will die down. But with the help of all these technologies, it is we can save those jokes without dying. Yeah. So how does my future look like? Any guesses, guys?
You will be
In
in
the,
some foreign nation.
no, in the year 2035, I'll be taking business consulting session for a well-read bank on behalf of TF Masters. So this is my future tense for even for you. So why prepare for future? 75% of the companies to adopt AR and AI and multilingual tools. With the skill sets which we have now, won't be enough for us to sustain in the future. And adaptability and tech fluency are the must-haves, or we will be left out of the pack. So this is the reason why we feel like we should be prepared for the future. What you need to succeed, as I said earlier, tech fluency, creativity, adaptability, and emotional intelligence. I mean, I would like to give a famous example for adaptability. Most of you would have heard about the Kodak and the Nokia's case study. At one point of time, they were the real market leaders or giants of their own industry, but today they were nowhere in the picture. The reason is they failed to adapt to the change and the constant learning was missing. That is the fact that both of the giants were no more in the relevant industries now. Let's hear from you. I mean, I'm pretty sure and confident that at some point of time we everyone will have their own AI assistant, a personalized AI assistant. So I would just like to hear from you guys. Take a minute, give a thought what you will name if you have a personal AI assistant. After a minute, I'll just pick randomly 5 members. You have to answer it. Others can just type your names in the chat. And the second question is, if you could hologram anywhere, where would it be? I mean, if you are going to take a hologram meeting for the first time, where would you like to hologram yourself? So that is the question. Just take a minute, 30 seconds or 40 seconds to think about it and name something for your assistant. If possible, give a reasoning why you named it. I mean, the reasoning for the name which you have selected it. And I have selected this one as my AI assistant. I liked her. I browsed for a long time to select an image for my likings. Yeah. First person I would pick is Asif. I will start with Asif. Asif, do you have any names in the mind?
I think I already shared in one of my sessions one video. There's a series called Suits. In that there is a executive assistant, a lady called Donna. So my assistant will be Donna.
Dana.
Donna, yeah.
Okay, Asif. Thank you. Good. Next, I would pick Ahmed.
My assistant will be named as my pocket. He will be helping me in all things, so it will be in my pocket like that. So easy name, my pocket.
I'll jump into the next person once before Rajiv's getting ready. Karthik, both Kartiks, Karthik Ravi and Karthik and Balagan.
I will name it as me, Jenith.
Shivagami, your name or Mithusas, whoever is ready.
So I will keep name as Damon because he's one of my favorite character in Vampire Diaries series.
Okay, Shivagami.
I would name it as June because it's a pen name that I use in many places. So I
June.
could closely relate it. Yes.
Okay, any others with the name ready? Can just unmute and give out your name. I can see Navin, Nasrin.
I would name it Minnal, Jenny. Every time I
Min.
will expect thunder response, lightning response from it, and whatever I assign it, I would expect it to finish it in lightning seconds. So I would name it Minnal.
Nice.
Super, Naveen.
Nice name.
கூட பழக்கம் வச்சுக்கலாம்.
நீங்க ஏதாவது நேம் வைக்க ஆசைப்படுறீங்களா உங்களோட அசிஸ்டண்ட்டுக்கு? And second question is probably I will ask the left out people for the second question. If you could hologram anywhere, where would it be? I'll start with Balaji now. Your holographic image place where you would like to visit a view. Okay, thank you for the participation, guys. I'll move into the next one. I mean, with the advancement of the technology, it is not only affecting our work style; it has a greater impact in our day-to-day lifestyle as well. Imagine AI surgeons performing in error-free operations, and the cars without drivers, and self-learning systems managing global crisis. Here, I would like to give a real-life example for the scenario. Like few months back, I just took my mummy for a consultation where she is having a knee pain, and I just took her for a consultation. One of the doctor was insisting me to do a knee replacement surgery uh, with the robots. I initially got, he was literally kind of insisting me. I literally got irritated, and I felt like whether this guy is crazy to think that we will agree to have robotic operations for my mommy. At least for now, we are not ready to take that risk of having a machine doing these critical operations. But later, I met a friend who lives in Canada who did a similar type of surgery for his parent, and he told that, his perspective is that when compared to human surgeons and AI surgeons, at least the risk is not as we have in the human surgeons. So he felt like in the other way, like the robotic surgery is risk free than the human performance. Oh, there is a different perspective now, but in the future, and I'm pretty sure that most of us will not believe AI surgeons now with this current state or in this current date. But in future, there will be a scenario where we will be taking an appointment to meet AI surgeons or robotic surgeons to perform our operations. And second example I would like to narrate is to show or to explain how the trust factor will slowly transform from this stage to the next stage. Yesterday, as I said, Balaji was taking a session on syndication, and some point which he explained was not convincing, or I felt it is wrong. So I just went into Chat GPT and just browsed it. It is the same point which Balaji said, and then I just left the topic. When creating this PPT, I realized that like, well, Balaji, who's having vast experience in trade finance and having a depth knowledge in the topic which he took, I felt that that point which he said is not correct. So I just went into Chat GPT, and it said the same point. But the trust which I had on Chat GPT was not, I'm saying I trusted the Chat GPT. The source might be something else. I have not even checked from the source from where she is showing the content. But the trust which I had, with the trust I had, I just left the topic, believed that that is a statement. So why I'm explaining this example is, at some point of time, the amount of trust which we have now on the Google and Chat GPT will be the same which we will be having in the AI and robotic surgeons or robotic assistants or whatever it is. So the trust factor will slowly shift from here to there in the near future. So that is the point which I would like to convey with these examples. And you might have a question. If everything is done by AI, then a human apprentice அப்ப நீங்க என்னதாண்டா பண்ணுவீங்கங்கிற question people will have. Obviously, people will get those questions. So what sets humans apart? These are the factors I believe that AI cannot match with the human intelligence: the creativity, empathy for human strengths, emotional intelligence, and ethics and decision making. I feel these are the facts which will set us apart from the AI world. Create your future. 50% of the people today believe that AI will surpass human intelligence by 2035. There are disagreements with the timelines, but nobody denied the fact that at certain point of time, or at some point of time, the human intelligence will be surpassed by AI. So what step will you take today to be ready for tomorrow? Why it is very important? When the opportunity meets the prepared, that is termed as luck. If we are prepared, and during this what you call transition period, if we are prepared and if there is some opportunity for us, then our growth, or we will be taken into a different zone. So that is the reason why we should be preparing ourselves for tomorrow. And I like the last statement, like the future is not AI versus humans, it is AI with humans. So we should be the boss of AI and making our life easier with the advancements happening around us. As a finishing note, I would like to share one of my favorite quotes. It is not the strongest species that survive, not the most intelligent, but the most adaptable to change. And we as a humans have already have a history and proven track record that we are the species which is most adaptable to change, and that is the reason why we are still today, and that will be the case even in the future. So whatever comes in and whatever goes out, humans will be the most adaptable to even in the artificial intelligence world. Thank you from my end. Thank you guys. Have a great
Yeah.
weekend. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you, Zenith. Thank you,
Thank you.
everyone. Bye.
Bye bye.